Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live Yoga with Meesh. I'm tired today, y'all, so I'm not going to wait 5 minutes to start. If you're here, you're here. If you come in late, always feel free to rewind. And if you're watching the replay, we're going to get started now. Or I'll put in the chat exactly what time we're getting started, but we're just going to get started now. So, hey everyone, I'm Misha, aka Pieces of Meesh, aka Yoga Meesh. And thank you for joining me for this Yoga with Meesh here today on this Monday night. My name is Misha, and I am a yoga teacher in training. I'm a yoga student, and today I will be guiding you through some poses, movements, breathing to bring you into ease for the night ahead, or so that you just have a night of rest, a restful night, and a restful sleep. So, a little messy back there. But yes, so I'm a yoga teacher in training. So right now I'm teaching in order to gain my teaching hours for my yoga teacher certification. So I would like to say that everything that I say is a suggestion. Please move slowly, move with intention, and listen to your body. And I would not recommend this practice for anyone who is expecting, because we will be doing some twist. So there are plenty of prenatal yoga classes on YouTube for those purposes. So we're going to go ahead and get started, finding a comfortable seat. And the plan is to only be here for about 20 to 30 minutes. Excuse me, 20 to 30 minutes, maybe even shorter than that, okay? So we're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So that can look like crisscross applesauce, or that can look like your legs straight out ahead of you, finding your comfortable seat with your back straight, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Okay? So finding a comfortable seat, I'm going to go with crisscross applesauce. But finding your comfortable seat, moving slowly, moving with intention, and closing your eyes if that feels safe for you. So we're going to take time to settle into the space, finding our breath, connecting our breath with our body. So we'll start with the 4-part breath. And what that looks like is inhaling through your nose for 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. Okay? So I'll count us out and we'll go ahead and do that 4-part breath. So inhaling, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, then exhale, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do that again. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that one more time, okay? So we're inhaling, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now I invite you to bring your breath back to your regular breathing cycle, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out of your nose or out of your mouth, whatever feels comfortable in your body, whatever your body is asking you for. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling. Good job. Continuing to breathe at your own cycle, your own breathing cycle. I invite you to bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. And noticing the space between your eyebrows. And noticing if you can soften your gaze down or close your eyes. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, and on your next exhale, letting your awareness drop down to your mouth. Noticing if you're holding any tension in your mouth and seeing if you can soften on your exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting your tongue rest at the bottom of your mouth. Just finding softness in your mouth and in your lips. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. I invite you to bring your awareness down to your shoulders. And just noticing your shoulders and any sensations that may be coming up for you in your shoulder area. Noticing if you're carrying anything. And if you can breathe into that space on your inhale. And on your exhale, release. Maybe your shoulders soften down a little bit on your exhale. Just noticing the connection between your breath and your body. Inhaling and exhaling. Taking an inhale. And on your exhale, I invite you to drop your awareness down to your heart center, the space between your chests. Inhaling and exhaling. Noticing your heart. Noticing any sensations that may be showing up for you at this time. Inhaling. And on your exhale, letting your awareness drop down to your belly, the space above your belly button. And I invite you to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart, if that feels safe for you right now. And we'll notice our breath as we have one hand on our belly and one hand on our heart. And noticing on your inhale that your stomach expands, your chest expands. And on your exhale, your stomach contracts like your belly button is trying to meet your spine. So we'll take a big inhale through our nose, allowing our stomach to expand. And an exhale, letting our stomach contract like our belly button is trying to touch our spine. So I invite you to continue taking big inhales and exhales like that according to your own pace. Just noticing the expansion and the contraction in your belly. And I invite you to take one more big breath wherever you are, and then we'll transition back into your regular breathing cycle. And before we invite movement into our practice, I want to offer you this moment to set an intention for your practice tonight. As I said, we won't be here long, maybe about 20 minutes. So, setting an intention for the next couple of minutes that we have together, what you'd like to get out of your practice today. But you showed up today, and that's the most important thing, that you've made it to your mat. So even if it's just congratulating yourself for making it this far, I invite you to set your intention at this time. And when you feel like you've set your intention and you're ready to move forward with our practice together, I invite you to inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to take our hands and just drop them down to rest on our knees. If you're sitting with your legs straight out, maybe you're resting them on your thighs. But finding our breath, inhaling and exhaling, we'll just find a gentle sway in our bodies, rocking from side to side, keeping our legs and butt planted on the ground and only moving from our waist up. And maybe you sync your sway with your movement. So inhaling to center, exhaling to one side, inhaling to center, exhaling to the opposite side, inhaling to center, and exhaling to one side. So finding that gentle sway according to your own breath cycle, syncing each breath with your movements. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness, front and center. Inhaling and exhaling. And let's invite some seated cat-cows into our practice. So with your hands resting on your knees, we'll inhale, letting our chest come forward, shoulders come back, chin slightly raised. And on our exhale, we'll curl our back, let our head hang heavy. So inhaling, letting your chest come forward, shoulders back, chin raised slightly. And on your exhale, curling your back, letting your shoulders come forward, letting your head hang heavy. So I invite you to continue that according to your own breath, inhaling and exhaling. And if your body is asking you for any other movements in your seated cat-cows, feel free to give that to yourself. Like you might want to go like in a little circle, add a little twist to your cat-cow. Whatever feels good in your body. when you're ready, we'll find stillness in a neutral position, back in our comfortable seat. And we'll inhale our arms up overhead and exhale, forward fold any amount, letting your head hang heavy in your fold. Breathing in your fold, inhaling and exhaling. You can hang out in your fold as long as you want, but when you're ready, we'll inhale and slowly walk your hands back up to meet your body. And if you are in crisscross applesauce, maybe you take this time to switch which leg you have in front. Only if you want to. And then we're going to prepare for a twist. So inhaling our arms up overhead. On the exhale, we're going to twist to our right side, letting our left hand rest on our right knee, letting our right hand come behind us any amount. Inhaling and exhaling into our twist, looking over our back shoulder. And while you're in your twist, noticing the space between your shoulders and your ears. Seeing if you can soften down on your exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. And also noticing what muscles you do not need to use in this twist. So are you relaxing your fingers? Are your toes relaxed? Just noticing. Inhaling and exhaling in your twist. Remembering to breathe. And then preparing to only move our head. We're going to inhale. And on your exhale, only moving your head to look over your front shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling as you look over your front shoulder. And we'll take our inhale and exhale, moving only our head, looking back over our back shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. And then when you're ready to come out of your twist, we'll inhale, our arms back up overhead to front and center. And exhale, forward fold any amount, letting your head hang heavy in your fold. And you can come out of your fold whenever you're ready, or you can hang out in your fold. But whenever you're ready, we'll inhale and slowly walk our hands back up to meet our bodies, and we'll prepare to do that twist on the opposite side, okay? So inhaling our arms up overhead, And we're going to exhale, turning to our left, letting our right hand rest on our left knee, letting our left hand come behind us any amount. Inhale and then exhale into your twist. Looking over your back shoulder, noticing the space between your ears and your shoulder, and noticing what you can soften in this twist. Inhaling and exhaling. And we'll take an inhale, and only moving our head, we'll exhale, looking over our front shoulder. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, and we'll exhale, looking back over that back shoulder. And then we'll prepare to come out of our twist, inhaling our arms up overhead, front and center, and exhaling, forward fold any amount, letting your head hang heavy in your fold. We'll walk our hands back up to meet our bodies, finding our breath, back in our comfortable seat. And we'll go ahead and let's extend our legs out in front of us, moving slowly. We'll have our toes flexed towards our bodies. We'll inhale our arms up overhead. And on the exhale, we'll forward fold, stretching, reaching down towards our toes. You don't have to, if you can't reach your toes, that's okay. Maybe you can reach your calves, or maybe you just let your hands rest on your thighs. But finding a stretch, letting your head hang heavy, reaching towards your feet, breathing in and out of your nose. We'll inhale our arms up overhead, and we'll exhale right back down into that seated fold. We'll inhale our arms back up to the sky. And we'll exhale back down into that fold one more time. And we'll inhale our arms back up overhead. And exhale, letting our arms drop down to our sides. Do a time check. Okay. We're finding our breath. Inhaling and exhaling. I invite you to bend your knees so that both of your feet are flat on your mat. Letting your hands come behind you. You can do your fingers pointing away from your body, or your fingers can point towards your body. Whatever feels good. I'm going to have mine pointing away. And we'll just find some gentle sway in our knees from side to side. Inhaling to center. Exhaling them to one side. Inhaling to center and exhaling to the opposite side. And feel free to pause on any side if that's what your body is asking you for. But just finding this gentle sway in your knees according to your own breath. And when you're ready, you find stillness. And then we're going to conclude our practice here together. So if you feel like you need something a little longer, feel free to go on my page. There are more classes that are longer if you feel like you need a longer practice tonight. But today we're just going to keep it short and sweet. So when you're ready, you'll find stillness, back in our seated position. So that can be crisscross applesauce or legs out in front ahead of you. But in your comfortable seat, I invite you to inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, letting your arms drop down to your side. Inhaling your arms up overhead, bring your hands together to touch at the top. And exhale your hands, prayer pose, bringing them down to your chest. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling. And on your exhale, forward fold any amount. Inhaling up. And exhale, letting your hands drop down. That is our practice for tonight, folks. So thank you all so much for joining me tonight for this gentle stretch, short stretch before bed. But if you like the video, or if this practice helped you for any reason, I ask that you like the video or comment. I think I have the comments turned off. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. for this gentle practice, and feel free to revisit this practice anytime you would like. It's going to be up on my page. But thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope to catch you all next time. Have a good night.